Sometimes the hardest thing to do is let go. Letting go of people, places, or things that you thought you needed in order to find happiness. But here's the truth. True happiness isn't about holding on to the past. It's about having the courage to step forward and find peace within yourself. We've all had those people in our lives, friends, relationships, even family, that just seem to drain us. They keep us stuck, held back, or constantly in conflict. It's hard to face the reality that the ones we hold on to could be the ones holding us back. But the moment you let them go is the moment you make room for your own happiness and growth. This isn't just about freeing yourself from toxic relationships. This is about unlocking your full potential, your peace, your joy. But here's the thing, it's not easy. It takes courage to walk away from what you've known, to give yourself the chance to heal and build a future of your own. But without it, you'll always be stuck in the past. So I ask you this, what's more important, holding on to the past or embracing the freedom to find your own happiness? Think about it. I've posted this question in the comments section and would love to hear from you. Now let's dive in. Sometimes in life, the greatest strength you can show is in letting go. We hold on to people, situations, or things because we're afraid of losing control or losing a part of ourselves. But let me tell you, holding on to what no longer serves you only holds you back from stepping into the future you deserve. Letting go isn't about weakness, it's about freedom. It's about choosing to release what's weighing you down, what's holding you back, and stepping into a place where you can grow. When you let go, you make space for something new, something better. Maybe it's a toxic relationship, an unfulfilling job, or a habit that's stopping you from reaching your potential. If it's not lifting you up, it's time to let it go. I know it's hard, it's not easy to walk away from something you've invested time, energy, and heart into. But remember, you cannot move forward if you're still carrying the past on your shoulders. Think about it. The longer you stay attached to something that doesn't serve you, the more you delay your own happiness, your own growth. It's time to trust in yourself. Trust that by letting go, you are creating room for the best version of yourself to emerge. Letting go isn't about abandonment. It's about recognizing that you deserve more. You deserve peace. You deserve happiness. You deserve growth. You may feel uncertain, even scared, but embrace the discomfort because it's a sign that you're on the edge of something better. The power of letting go is the power of transformation. It's in letting go that you find your strength, and in that strength, you create the life you've always dreamed of. So let go. Let go of the past. Let go of the fear. Let go of the doubts. And watch yourself rise. Happiness isn't something you find in other people. It's not in their approval, it's not in their attention, and it's certainly not in their affection. No, happiness comes from within you. And if you're relying on someone else to make you happy, let me tell you, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. I'm not saying you don't need people in your life. Relationships, friendships, and connections are important. But the key is that you've got to learn to fill yourself up first. You've got to be whole, strong, and at peace on your own before you can truly appreciate what others bring into your life. Think about it. How often do we chase after validation? We wait for someone to tell us we're doing a good job, or to make us feel seen, heard, and valued. But true happiness doesn't come from outside of you. It comes from how you feel about yourself when no one else is around. It's in that quiet, personal space where you make peace with who you are and where you're going. Now, I know it's easy to think that someone else can complete you. That's the way we've been conditioned to think. But you've got to get rid of that idea. You are complete already. You have everything inside of you that you need to be happy. The moment you understand this, the moment you stop seeking validation from the outside world is the moment you reclaim your power. When you rely on others to create your happiness, you're giving away your control. You let someone else dictate how you feel, how you show up, and how you live your life. But when you take ownership of your own joy, you step into your true power. You decide what fills you up. You decide what makes you smile. You decide what makes your heart soar. Let me tell you this, you are worthy of your own love. You are worthy of your own peace. You are worthy of happiness that doesn't depend on anyone else. Stop looking outside for what's already inside you. Trust yourself, believe in your ability to create your own happiness, and watch how your life transforms. So from today on, make it a habit. Stop giving your happiness away to others. Start investing in yourself. Find joy in the simple things. Find peace in your own company. Because happiness isn't in someone else's hands, it's right inside you, just waiting to be unlocked. You cannot move forward while looking back. You cannot build a future if you're still holding on to the past. It's like trying to drive your car forward while looking in the rear-view mirror the whole time. You're going to crash every time. So it's time to stop holding on to things that no longer serve you. Let go of that baggage. Let go of that hurt. Let go of those old stories you've been telling yourself. I get it. We've all been through tough times. We've all had things that didn't work out the way we wanted. But what you need to realize is that the past is just that. The past, it's over. It's done. And no matter how much you dwell on it, no matter how much you try to rewrite it, you cannot change it. But you can choose how it affects you moving forward. If you're constantly stuck in your past, you're robbing yourself of the future you deserve. Every time you let your old wounds dictate your new steps, you're standing in your own way. You're preventing yourself from growing. You're preventing yourself from reaching the next level in your life. You can't keep looking back and expect to walk forward with purpose. So what do? You choose to forgive. You choose to heal. You choose to move on. It's not always easy, but it is necessary. When you let go of the past, you free yourself. You make room for new opportunities, new relationships, and new experiences. Here's the truth, your future is waiting for you, but it can't get to you if you're still holding on to things that have already passed. You have the power to change your story. You have the power to create a new narrative. But you've got to make the decision to let go of what's holding you back. You've got to stop living in yesterday and start investing in tomorrow. And don't be afraid to leave people behind if they're still stuck in the past too. Sometimes you've got to make the hard choice to cut ties with what's holding you down. Whether that's old relationships, bad habits, or old versions of yourself. You can't move forward if you're still dragging things behind you. Remember this, the past was meant to teach you, not define you. You've learned the lessons, now it's time to step into your future. The best is yet to come, but it's waiting for you to release what's holding you back. Let it go so you can walk boldly into the future that's waiting for you. You can't build a future while holding on to the past. So make the choice to release it and watch your life change for the better. Now listen to me closely. Your peace is your responsibility. It's not up to anyone else to protect it, guard it, or hand it to you. It's yours and yours alone. Now, I know it's easy to look around and blame other people, blame your circumstances, blame the world for disturbing your peace. But here's the thing. The moment you stop looking outside yourself for peace is the moment you start finding it. You see, we can't control what other people do. We can't control how they treat us, how they talk to us, or how they act. But we can control how we respond. We can control how we choose to protect our energy and maintain our peace. Let me be real with you. Life is going to test you. People are going to disappoint you. Situations are going to arise that try to shake your foundation. That's life. But the power is in how you respond. Your peace doesn't have to be shattered by anyone's negativity. When you make the decision to protect your peace, you take control of your own happiness. You need to stop letting people take you out of your element. Stop letting negative energy pull you out of your zone. If someone is constantly bringing you down, it's your choice to either stay in that toxic space or move forward with peace in your heart. You have the power to set boundaries. You have the power to walk away. It doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're strong enough to value your mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being over anything else. You're strong enough to say, no, I'm not going to let this affect me. Understand this. Peace is not the absence of challenges. Peace is your ability to remain unshaken in the middle of the storm. It's your ability to stay calm, grounded, and focused even when the world around you is chaotic. When you're at peace with yourself, nothing can disturb that inner calm. But here's the thing, you have to actively choose peace. You can't wait for someone to give it to you. You have to take responsibility for it. You have to remind yourself every single day that nothing or no one has the power to take your peace unless you allow it. So today, take a stand, protect your peace, guard your heart. Don't let people, situations, or circumstances take you out of your element. Your peace is your responsibility. Own it. And when you do, you'll find that your happiness, your clarity, and your purpose follow. Letting go isn't just about releasing what's been holding you back, it's also about making space for what's to come. If you're holding on to things, people, or situations that no longer serve you, you're not just staying stuck in the past, you're blocking your future. You've got to clear the path. You've got to make room for new relationships, new opportunities, and new growth. Let's talk about relationships for a second. Sometimes we hold on to the old because it feels comfortable, even if it's not good for us. We hold on to people who drain us, who don't respect us, or who just don't have the same vision we do. But here's the truth. Those relationships are taking up space in your life that could be filled with people who bring you up, who support your dreams, and who encourage your growth. When you let go of the things that no longer serve you, you make room for people who will add value to your life. People who will push you to be better, who will stand by your side in the tough times, and who will celebrate with you in the good times. But you've got to make room for them. You've got to stop holding on to the dead weight of past connections that only hold you back. Now I get it. It's hard. We get attached to people and situations because we're scared of what's next. But listen, fear of the unknown is not a reason to stay stuck. It's a reason to take action, to step into something better, and to open yourself up to a brighter future. When you make room for new relationships, you're making room for growth. You're opening yourself to the possibility of meeting people who will challenge you in the right ways, who will hold you accountable, and who will be there for you when you need them most. But none of this can happen until you let go of the past and clear space for the new. Ask yourself today, what relationships do I need to let go of in order to make room for the people who will lift me higher? It might not be easy, but it's necessary for your growth. Letting go is not about losing, it's about gaining. Remember, new relationships bring new energy, and you deserve to be surrounded by the right kind of energy, the kind that helps you grow, thrive, and become the best version of yourself. So, clear the clutter. Make room for the people who will be the fuel for your future. You're ready for it now. Go make space. You'll never truly know who you are until you spend some time with yourself. The world is full of distractions, noise, and opinions, and sometimes you need to step away from all of that to get a clear sense of who you are. Self-discovery happens when you're alone, not when you're constantly surrounded by others. I know it can be scary. We live in a society that tells us to always be connected, always be in a group, always be sharing our lives with others. But let me tell you, there's power in solitude. When you take the time to be by yourself, you can reflect, grow, and get in tune with what really matters to you. When you're alone, you don't have anyone else's opinions or expectations clouding your vision. You can start to hear your own thoughts clearly. And trust me, those thoughts, they matter. Your intuition, your dreams, your inner voice, they're all trying to speak to you. But you have to be still enough to listen. Self-discovery is not a quick thing, it's a journey, one that requires time and patience. You have to be willing to be alone with your thoughts, to look at yourself honestly, and to confront the parts of you that need growth. And I'm telling you, that's where the real magic happens. When you spend time alone, you get to understand your own desires, fears, strengths, and weaknesses. And guess what? That's where you start to become the best version of yourself. You're not dependent on others to define who you are. You're not looking for validation from anyone. Instead, you're learning to trust yourself, to believe in your own power, and to chart your own course. Don't be afraid to spend time alone. Don't be afraid of the quiet moments. It's in those moments that you get to connect with the real you. And when you know who you truly are, nothing can shake your confidence. You'll stand tall, move with purpose, and live your life on your terms. So, if you're in a season of being alone right now, don't see it as a burden, see it as an opportunity. It's your time to grow, to reflect, and to discover who you truly are and what you're capable of. You can't skip this part of the journey, but if you embrace it, you'll come out stronger, clearer, and ready for everything life has in store for you. Growth doesn't happen when you're comfortable. If you're sitting back, playing it safe, and doing what you've always done, then you're not growing. You're just staying where you are, stuck in the same routine. True growth, real change, it happens when you step out of that comfort zone. Now, I know it's easy to get comfortable. It feels safe. It feels familiar. You've got your routine, your people, your place. But here's the thing. Nothing amazing ever came from a place of comfort. Look at all the success stories, the great achievements. Those people didn't get there by staying comfortable. They took risks. They faced their fears. They pushed themselves beyond what they thought they were capable of. And you can do the same. Stepping outside your comfort zone is where the magic happens. It's where you test your limits, learn new things about yourself, and discover just how strong and capable you really are. Sure, it might be scary. Sure, it might feel uncomfortable. But that's where you'll find the growth. If you want to improve, if you want to reach your full potential, you can't stay in the same place. You have to challenge yourself. Now, this doesn't mean you have to make big, drastic changes overnight. It means you need to start small. Take those first steps outside your comfort zone. It might be trying something new, learning a new skill, or having a conversation that scares you. But the more you do it, the more you'll realize that you're stronger than you think, and you'll start to see real progress in your life. Remember, growth is uncomfortable. If it was easy, everyone would do it. But you're not everyone. You're built to rise above, to reach higher, to keep moving forward. You can't stay where you are and expect things to change. You've got to take action, take risks, and embrace the unknown. And every time you do, you'll become a better version of yourself. So if you're in a place right now where you're too comfortable, get uncomfortable. Step into the unknown. Take those bold actions and trust that on the other side of discomfort lies everything you've been looking for. That's where the growth is. That's where your true potential is waiting. And when you get there, you'll be unstoppable. Letting go is not about weakness, it's about strength. It's about showing love to yourself. When you let go of something or someone that no longer serves you, you're making room for what truly matters. And that's an act of self-love. You see, we often hold on to things, people, situations, past mistakes, because we feel like we're supposed to. Maybe you think it's a sign of loyalty or you're afraid of change. But holding on to something that drains you, that holds you back, is not love. Love is not about suffocating yourself for the sake of others. Love is about recognizing when something isn't right for you and having the strength to let it go. This doesn't mean you stop caring. It doesn't mean you're giving up. What it means is that you care about your well-being more than anything. You're willing to release the toxic, the draining, the things that weigh you down so you can free yourself to step into the next chapter of your life. You've got to understand, holding on to what hurts you is not a badge of honor. It's a chain. It keeps you stuck in the past. It prevents you from growing, and more importantly, it keeps you from loving yourself the way you deserve to be loved. Letting go allows you to heal. It gives you space to grow. It opens up the possibility of new, better experiences, new, better people. And that's not just about replacing what you've lost. It's about stepping into the person you were always meant to be, stronger, wiser, and more in tune with who you are. Let me tell you something. Self-love means taking responsibility for your own happiness. It means knowing your worth, understanding what you deserve, and not settling for less. If something or someone doesn't make you feel good about who you are, let them go. You don't need anyone or anything to define your value. You define it for yourself. So when you feel the weight of something pulling you down, take a step back. Assess what it's doing to you. If it's holding you back from the life you deserve, then let it go. That's love. That's the strength to put yourself first and trust that the right things will come into your life when you make space for them. Remember, letting go is not about loss. It's about making room for your growth, your happiness, and your future. When you love yourself enough to let go, you're telling the world, I know my worth, and I'm ready for what's next. So go ahead, free yourself, let go, and grow. I want you to understand something really important today. You are the architect of your own happiness. That's right. No one else is responsible for how you feel, how you live, or how you pursue your dreams. It's all on you. We live in a world where it's easy to point fingers. We look around and think, if only this person treated me better, or if I had this, or if I had more of that, then I'd be happy. But let me tell you, happiness doesn't come from external sources. It comes from within. It starts with you. You have the power to shape your own life. You have the ability to decide what makes you happy, what doesn't, and most importantly, what you're going to do about it. You can't wait for someone else to hand you happiness. You can't depend on anyone else's actions to make you feel complete. You are in control. Now, that doesn't mean life is always going to be perfect. We all have our struggles, our setbacks, our moments of doubt. But the key to lasting happiness is knowing that you have the power to rise above it all. Life is full of challenges, but how you respond to them is what shapes your future. If you're not where you want to be, then start building the life you want. If you're not happy, start designing your path toward happiness. Take charge of your own emotional state. Don't let someone else's negativity or past mistakes define you. You've got dreams, you've got goals, and you've got the ability to make them a reality. It all starts by making decisions that support the life you want to create. You can't wait for permission. You can't wait for the perfect circumstances. You have to take action no matter where you're starting from. And the truth is, when you become the architect of your own happiness, your life starts to reflect it. You start attracting the right energy, the right people, and the right opportunities. You start moving in the direction you've always dreamed of. But it all begins with you. You hold the blueprint. You're the one with the tools, the vision, and the ability to lay the foundation for your own joy. Don't wait for anyone else to give you what you deserve. Take control and build the life that's meant for you. Remember this, happiness is not a destination, it's a choice. And you are the architect of your own happiness. Now go out there and build something amazing. All right, my friends, that's it for today. We've talked about how you are the architect of your own happiness and that the power to shape your life lies within you. You don't have to wait for circumstances or other people to define your joy. It all starts with the choices you make. You hold the blueprint to the life you want. So are you ready to take control of your happiness? Are you ready to start designing the life you've always dreamed of? I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and share how you plan to start creating your own happiness. What's one thing you can change today to begin building the life you deserve? Before you go, Make sure to hit that end screen and watch the next video in the playlist. It's packed with even more inspiration and actionable steps to keep you moving forward. Keep pushing, keep growing, and always remember, you've got this.